Hello guys, Saturday 10 to 11. I don't know what date it is. 10th maybe. Anyways, I tried to make a video last weekend and I don't know, just couldn't put one together. So I did do some work to it. I got the wires on. Played with those for about 3-4 hours trying to get them in the right place, and they're still not in the right place. But as far as I can go for now, once I get it all together, I have to get another cap. I want to get a black distributor cap, and I know it'll be shaped different than that one, so I'm going to wait until it's all running. Then I'm going to go back and shorten the wires because they're lots long. I picked this up yesterday, and I believe that slot right there is for crimping prickly wires. So I want to give that attempt to do that. I got my distributor. Some of you might know there's a distributor. This intake called for a small body distributor. Well, I didn't get another distributor. I grinded this one down so I would have enough clearance to rotate it for timing, and I just got enough. And what you see right there, if you can see that, is JB Weld. When I grinded it, it went through. I don't know if you can see that or not. So I grinded it so it would fit it down in there, which it does now, and with just enough clearance. And like I said, I JB welded the crack inside, which I'll show a clip of that. I think I got a clip of that where I JB welded it. So that's sorted out. I want to thank MrHevychevy for putting up the video there with the different alternator brackets and stuff. I looked high and low for, actually I looked for one of the swing arm ones. I couldn't find one of them. I did find this bracket, which I really thought was going to work. Bolt it down in there and on the intake, but once I got it all in there, I was going to have to make some spacers to move it like up off of the intake and out from the water pump. But then once I bolted it on here, the fins on the alternator pulley were hitting right there. So I don't know what that's off of. My brother had it down there, probably off a truck or something. So got an extra bracket. Anyways, what I ended up doing was I made my own out of the original one, which is gonna work. It's not real pretty, but I think it's gonna look alright once it's painted. That's why I'm showing you this now, because I'm gonna take it off here in a minute and sand it all down again and repaint it. But I'm gonna have to do a little modifying to my fuel line. I have a street owl, but I'm gonna look for one that's a 45 to come up, because I can work at this in there, but I think it's just ugly. So I'm gonna try to get a 45 street owl so I can eliminate this bottom part here and just use that part. I'm just fitting as I go, trying to make things fit as I go, and it's the slowest process. But anyways, and yeah, I'd like to thank him for showing that, because it did give me an idea how to get that configured. Last Saturday morning I started to build a bracket for the back of the carburetor, because he showed a bunch of different brackets for the throttle linkage too, and I got this far, which that sits on there like that, and I was going to cut it all out and make it nice and neat, and cut one of these off to accommodate the throttle cable and the kickdown cable. Well, I just happened to go in the house about 10:30 last Saturday, and I got a message from Bruce, Mr. Brid chvtruck, and he's got one to me on the way that goes on the back of the carburetor. And if you all remember, he sent me this carburetor, oh, probably a year ago or more now. So there he is again, helping out. Good guy. So if you're not watching Bruce's videos, Brid chvtruck, I'll try to put his name down in the description there, and check his videos out. He's a really good guy, does nice work too, and oh, can't thank him enough. So we're waiting on that, and we'll get back on that. Meanwhile, trying to do stuff that's got to be done. So like I said, I'm going to take that off and sand it. I'm going to take all my bolts out. That's got to be yellow. I got some bolts down here getting ready that's going to be black. And I got these pieces I'm going to paint black, because that's the heater box. It's got to go in so I can get the fenders back on. And yeah, and all that distributor too, I got to put dielectric grease in it. So I just picked that up yesterday. I still got a ways to go to get this all sorted out, but it is coming together. Another problem I got when I got this car, the fuel line was gone, and it was rubber from here to the tail end of the car, to the gas tank. So I got to try to figure out, I know I got a roll of 3/8 for the fuel coming this way, and I got a roll of 5/16 for the return. So I'm going to have to bend all my lines and get that figured out. So that's going to take a while, because I don't have nothing to go by. So, and I've been redoing clips also, just a few at a time. They're not turning out too bad. They look like, you know, look, they're going to be usable again, just for the fuel lines. So I still got a bunch more to go, but I just, like I say, I do a few at a time. And I've been putting plastic coat seems to work pretty good. I don't want to turn that upside right. It's all cleaned, and I find they go hard in the nozzle if you don't clean them out. So, and I store them upside down. Anyways, been doing that. But today's project, I'm going to try to get these parts painted. And I got to repaint the red thing here, because I got some digs and scratches in it. And if I'm really energetic, I might try and carbon fiber that. So I'll give you a shot of that if I do that. So just want to turn the camera on and show you where I'm at. I'd say I'm working away at it slow. More clips down there, it's got to be redone. I'm just picking away at it. Brought the master cylinder and booster in, and trying to get it sorted out in my mind while I'm just putting stuff together. So anyways, I'll try to give you a shot of the stuff all painted once I get it sorted out, what's got to be what. And I got my throttle, or yeah, my throttle linkage, shifting linkage, I guess it is. I brought this out too. It's my windshield wiper apparatus. So we'll give that a shot of paint. Since I got paint mixed up, I usually mix up too much, so make sure I got enough parts. If I don't get it painted, I can do it the next time or something. This is where we're at, and we'll be back later on today. And like I said, I'll put a few clips in from last weekend and see if I can make a video. Okay guys, I got my GB weld out here, which is probably way too much. I sanded that area down in there and cleaned it with curb cleaner. I run out of alcohol. I put a piece of tape on the back side. Where the heck are we at here? There we are. So it doesn't all run through really bad. So I'm going to stir that up. Got me a couple little stir sticks made up. Spreading sticks somewhere to get it in there. So you know, we'll stir this up. Hope this works. I'm thinking it should. Something to seal it up. It won't be out in the water that much. So yeah, I got way too much. And if any leaks through, I can always file it off the other side, smoothing it up. I mean, it's so close to that intake that it's not going to be seen, so I'm hoping just make it watertight. Yeah, worst comes to worst, I probably can take the insides out of this one and put it in one of those that other body that has a lot of meat on it. So, and that looks like it's all stirred up good. So, now if I can get it in there. Without making a big mess. Yeah, I checked to see if anything was hanging down in there, and there isn't. It's kind of like a cavity. Just the wires was in that slot. I'll have to make sure I don't block that off. Seems to be flattening out in there pretty good. I think you can see that. I'll turn you off here. It was going to get all dragged out and boring. So I'll be back once she's set up. Seems to sealed up alright. Kind of leveled out really good in there by itself. And there it is on this side. So I think that's going to be okay. Gonna have to be for now. Now I'll put it back in. See if I can get those wires looking good on there. Alright guys, there's those parts done. Out of the way. A little overkill for the heater box, but it is all cleaned up. It'd be nice to go buy new stuff, but oh my gosh, it would add up to a fortune. But it's all looking good now. And now this piece matches there. I did do this piece before with spray bombs, but I like how it looks better now. I just sanded it all back down, reprimed, and did it over, so now it'll match the firewall. And I didn't bother doing the red support top there. As you can see, I didn't have room, so we'll do that at another later date. There's my homemade alternator bracket. Looks pretty good. Looks better now that it's painted, so that's gonna work. Windshield wiper apparatus, which is all cleaned up and ready to go. We'll get that in. And my shifting linkage, all good now. And this was another part I did with a spray bomb, but I didn't like how it looks. Now it's got a good coat of paint on it, so yeah, we'll do some carbon fiber another time and get that done up. And something else, Beethoven 3 mentioned etching on the valve pan cover. I might give that a try. I gotta do a little research into how to do it, but maybe etch Nova, or yeah, probably Nova in the valve pan covers. Try that out. So, and yeah, that was good suggestion. And HBR had another good suggestion about the bolts, is putting a little tape around them when I go to put them in. So I'm going to try that too. You stick the tape on your shirt or pants or whatever, so it's not real sticky. And as long as I can get the socket over it, it might stop it from damaging it so bad. So, which they're not too bad, as long as I take it real easy. So, but I got a few of them I'm going to have to mark up. These bolts, I just painted new ones yellow, and I'll just switch them out. Some of the black ones I just painted new ones, and I'll just switch them out tomorrow and start getting that heater box in, so that's got to go in. So while I'm waiting on the bracket, I'll do stuff like that and get it done up. So anyways, guys, like I said before, really thank you guys for all your input and watching. And Bruce, Brid chvtruck, and Mr. Heavy Chevy for making the video, and Bruce for sending that bracket. We'll get that on next weekend. And he was telling me I'm gonna have to do something with this. That's the kick down cable, but I do have a piece that we could probably make a little bracket and put a couple sliding bolts there, because it's going to need to be adjusted and stuff like that. So we'll get on to that next weekend, and hopefully get closer to getting this thing fired up. I still got to get the wire turns out, and I got to lengthen some of the wires and probably shorten some of the wires and tidy those up. And like I said, after it's all running, I get another cap. I want to get a black cap. I'll shorten these wires up and get those so they're looking really good. So anyways, guys, gonna let you go here. See if I can get this video uploaded. I've been having trouble with Google too, trying to find stuff, and I get a comment. If I don't get right on that comment when I get it, I lose it, and I gotta go look for it. I found some, but I starting to figure it out. They Googled me, I know that. So anyways, gonna let you go here. It's not a lot of progress, but actually it is a lot of progress. Just little things just take a long time. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get some of the stuff back together so looking better. So I'm gonna let you go here. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.